This was meant to be a family holiday. It ended with heartbreak, horror, and a missing heart. On Sunday, the 27th of April 2025, Luke, his wife Beth, and their two young children flew to Turkey for a family holiday. But within 24 hours, Beth was very poorly and delirious. Luke called for help but was told no doctors until 10 a.m. He begged for an ambulance. Finally, one came. Beth was rushed to hospital. Luke followed with their terrified children. At the hospital, there was language barriers and no explanation. The children watched, traumatized. That would be the last time they'd ever see their mum alive. Hours later, Luke was told to pay up front for a scan, which he did. He then went back to the hotel with still no answers. That night, Beth was moved into intensive care. Her condition was critical. Luke was banned from seeing her, and the hospital stopped taking his calls. Beth and Luke's mum flew out to help and to visit Beth, but she'd been moved hospitals again. No one had informed them, no one had told Luke. And when they finally found her, they said, "We'll let you see her in 10 minutes. 5 more minutes." This went on for hours. Then the police showed up. They interrogated Luke without a translator, forced him to sign a document. He had no idea it said. Beth died at 9 a.m. He hadn't even been told. Suddenly, they started to accuse him of poisoning his wife. Meanwhile, Beth's mum is finally let in for just a moment. She finds Beth on life support, cold, dying, alone. The doctor asked if Beth had any allergies. Luke had already told the paramedics when Beth got in the ambulance that she was allergic to penicillin, and yet was shocked to hear this information when told again. They had no idea and had been treating her for hours at this point. Later that evening, the hospital called to let Luke know that Beth had passed away. This time, it really was true. Beth was gone. Just hours later, Luke was finally told from the insurance a private hospital had been found for Beth, but it was too late. Before they could even begin mourning, Luke was told he needed to pay £2,000. Yet they were still not allowed to see Beth. The police returned, telling Luke they would be burying Beth the following evening. Luke refused and demanded he take Beth home. He was interrogated again, this time in the back of a van surrounded by armed guards, and finally they let him see Beth for 1 minute. Luke, her mother, and the translator were forced to carry Beth's body in a zipped bag through the hospital, one corner each. When Beth was finally brought home, the UK pathologist began the autopsy and made a horrifying discovery. Beth's heart was missing, gone, taken, no explanation, no consent. The part of her that loved, that laughed, that lived for her children had been stolen. Luke is now back home, broken, grieving, traumatized. He had to tell their children, "Mummy isn't coming home." This family need help. They're fighting for answers, for justice, for Beth.